400 miles off the coast of Nova Scotia on August 19, 1812, all is calm and quiet. Nothing but the sound of the wind and the ocean fills the air. Then the shouting of sailors is heard in the distance. Suddenly the thunder of cannon fire echoes through the air. Within seconds the sea is filled with chunks of fragmented wood, and the air is thick with smoke and the smell of gunpowder. As the sound of battle begins to die down, a 44-gun frigate bearing American colors emerges from the smoke. It is the USS Constitution, and in little more than 15 minutes, she has just decimated a ship belonging to the world's most powerful navy. Today, this powerful vessel has just earned her new nickname, which will live on throughout the ages. Join us as we delve into the captivating history of Old Ironsides, the most iconic ship in the U.S. Navy. Our journey begins in the late 18th century, amidst the rising tensions in the new United States. It was a time of challenge and change for the young nation, fresh from the throes of the Revolutionary War. Recognizing the need for a strong naval presence to protect its interests at sea, the U.S. Congress passed the Naval Act in 1794. This pivotal piece of legislation, signed by President George Washington, led to the creation of 6 frigates. The most significant of these was the USS Constitution. 3 years later, in 1797, the ship was launched from the shipyards of Boston. The launch was a grand event, a spectacle that drew a crowd of thousands. It was a moment of collective pride and anticipation, as the people watched the embodiment of American ingenuity and determination slide into the waters for the first time. The design of the USS Constitution was a marvel in itself. She was constructed with southern live oak, a wood admired for its strength and durability. Her hull was a staggering 21 inches thick, nearly impervious to enemy cannon fire. Constitution was outfitted with 44 guns, ready to deliver a devastating broadside. Built not just for speed and agility but also for endurance and firepower, this impressive ship was more than capable of holding her own against even the toughest of modern frigates. But the ship was more than a feat of naval engineering. She was a symbol of the United States' resolve to protect its sovereignty and uphold its values. She was a testament to the nation's ingenuity and ambition, a tangible representation of the spirit of the new republic. And so, with her robust construction and formidable firepower, the USS Constitution was ready to sail into history. She was prepared to face whatever challenges the open seas might throw her way, ready to defend the interests of the young nation that had built her. The ship was a beacon of promise and potential, a representation of the United States' burgeoning power on the world stage. As the United States found itself embroiled in the War of 1812, the USS Constitution earned her stripes and a memorable nickname. In the thick of the conflict, the USS Constitution was tasked with disrupting British supply lines, a mission that brought her face to face with the British frigate HMS Guerriere off the coast of Nova Scotia. This encounter on a fateful day in August of 1812 would go down in history as one of the most remarkable naval battles of the time. The two ships circled each other, closing in for the kill. In the ensuing exchange of cannon fire, something incredible happened. The British cannonballs seemed to bounce off the Constitution's hull, as if they were made of iron rather than wood. An American sailor, amazed at the resilience of their ship, shouted, "Huzzah! Her sides are made of iron." And thus, the nickname Old Ironsides was born. But Old Ironsides was not just a tough nut to crack, she was a force to be reckoned with. Though both ships were relatively similar in size and class, and the Guerriere being crewed by sailors of the finest navy the world had to offer, Guerriere never stood a chance. The Constitution not only had superior construction on her side but also held the advantage in firepower. Constitution carried 24 32-pound carronades on her spar deck, one 18-pound bow chaser, and 30 24-pound long guns on her gun deck, which could deliver a devastating broadside. The Guerriere was reduced to a dismasted hulk in a matter of minutes, a testament to the Constitution's sheer might. Throughout the War of 1812, the USS Constitution continued to rack up victories, capturing numerous British merchant ships and defeating 5 British warships, including the Guerriere. Constitution played a pivotal role in the United States naval strategy. Her success against the Royal Navy's powerful frigates was a blow to British morale and a boost for the burgeoning American nation. Her exploits became the stuff of legend, stories to be told and retold, inspiring generations of sailors and citizens alike. These early victories cemented the USS Constitution's reputation as a formidable force on the high seas. Old Ironsides, a symbol of American resilience and ingenuity, emerged from the War of 1812 as a national icon, her legacy secured in the annals of naval history. Beyond the battlefield, the USS Constitution became a symbol of American resilience and innovation. As the new nation was finding its feet, this mighty ship was a tangible testament to its burgeoning strength and ingenuity. In the early 19th century, the USS Constitution undertook a world tour that saw her visiting numerous foreign ports. This voyage was more than a mere display of naval prowess. It was a diplomatic mission, a statement to the world that America had arrived on the global stage, not as a fledgling republic, but as a formidable force to be reckoned with. During this period, the ship also served as a crucial training ground for the United States Navy. Young sailors honed their skills aboard her decks, learning not only the art of naval warfare but also the values of discipline, teamwork, and perseverance. The USS Constitution was not just a ship, she was a floating classroom, shaping the minds and characters of those who would go on to lead the Navy. The ship's significance was not limited to peacetime. During the American Civil War, the USS Constitution played a vital role not in combat, but as a symbol of unity and strength. As the nation was torn apart by conflict, Old Ironsides remained a constant, a reminder of a shared history and a common purpose. Her very existence provided a rallying point, a symbol of hope in a time of darkness. In time, the USS Constitution's role evolved. She transitioned from a frontline warship to a training vessel, and eventually, into a museum ship. But throughout these changes, one thing remained constant. The USS Constitution was, and continues to be, a symbol of national pride. Her enduring presence serves as a reminder of the resilience, innovation, and indomitable spirit that have characterized the United States since its inception. Over the years, Old Ironsides evolved from a warship into an icon of national pride. As we look upon her today, we are reminded not just of battles won or voyages undertaken, but of a nation's journey from fledgling republic to global superpower. As the centuries rolled on, the USS Constitution faced a new battle, the fight against time. This mighty vessel, once adored and feared on the high seas, now faced the inevitable attrition of the elements. But just as in the days of her youth, Old Ironsides refused to bow to adversity. In the 20th century, the American public rallied behind efforts to preserve this symbol of our nation's maritime past. From the grassroots fundraising campaign in the early 1900s, which raised over $600,000, to the substantial restoration projects in the 1920s, 30s, and 90s, the USS Constitution was lovingly maintained and restored. These efforts echoed the resilience and dedication that the ship herself had demonstrated throughout her service. The 21st century saw the ship's preservation take on a new dimension. Advanced technologies were employed to ensure the longevity of Old Ironsides, turning preservation into an art of blending the old with the new. Through 3D scanning, laser technology, and other modern preservation techniques, the ship's rich history has been captured and safeguarded for future generations. Today, the USS Constitution is the oldest commissioned warship still afloat in active service. Crewed by 79 active-duty U.S. Navy sailors, the Constitution can, amazingly, still sail under her own power, just as she did in her prime. Docked at the Charlestown Navy Yard in Boston, she is an icon of American naval history, attracting visitors from around the globe. Her decks echo with the tales of brave sailors, fierce battles, and groundbreaking innovations. The legacy of the USS Constitution extends far beyond her physical presence. She has inspired countless books, films, and works of art, and continues to shape the study of naval history. Her story is a testament to the power of preservation and a reminder of the enduring impact of our shared history. Today, the USS Constitution stands as a testament to the enduring spirit of innovation and resilience that she has symbolized for over 2 centuries. So, from a fledgling warship to a revered museum, the USS Constitution has had an amazing journey. Born from the need for a strong naval presence in the early days of our nation, she took to the seas, punishing Mediterranean pirates, French privateers, and British naval warships along the way. Crafted with resilience in mind, she quickly earned her nickname Old Ironsides, after her wooden hull repelled British cannon fire as if it were iron. Her victories were not merely physical triumphs but symbolic ones as well. As she dominated the high seas, she also captured the hearts of a young nation, standing as a towering symbol of American courage, ingenuity, and tenacity. The USS Constitution was more than a ship. She was, and remains, a testament to the spirit of a country that refused to be dominated. And even as the winds of change swept across the centuries, Old Ironsides was not forgotten. She was preserved, her legacy safeguarded for future generations. Today, she serves as a living museum, a tangible link to our past, and a reminder of the resilience that shaped a nation. Whether you call her the USS Constitution or Old Ironsides, one thing is clear: her legacy sails on, undiminished by the tides of time. I hope you enjoyed this video today and will hit the like button to show your thanks. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. That way you always know right when the next episode drops. We are the Minutemen of History.